court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fucky with too groovy with me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He sets to fire, and this is taken in at the 5. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after try forthcoming. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff looking right, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready. Blue ready. Let me go.
They go play action. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready. Blue ready.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And
his first carry, he loses the football. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Winston now to throw on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes You got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Play action now. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charged timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Levante David in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Hot.
On play action, they'll throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. Now Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready.
Here's Winston. Evans has it left side. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Third and long for Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 yards there and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
What part of it went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here we go. 319. 319.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now back to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. If they didn't take advantage of it, that has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Ready. Blue ready. Where's that?
From the gun, Winston. He's going to flip one out there to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Boom,
and here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Easy. Ready? Blue Whitey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
56 to Mike, boy. Hey, 5 on 50. 5 on 50. Put it up. Let's go.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Levante David in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll drop the throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bucks backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Point after, right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Jameis to throw it. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try and throw for it here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McKinnon. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll set up a throw. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it again with Sims. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he finds Howard complete. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll throw again. Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They get it to him running left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Eluding the under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. D. Ford in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bryant's kick is good. And they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Room to run inside to 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and a few inches.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. The 20! And down to the 16-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. Winston. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D. Ford in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to sling this deep. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Gone!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
His throw incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Easy. Ready. Blue way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. A nice gain of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Now the toss to Jones, running right. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
That's caught by Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic